Today somebody's getting weaned. Cowboy went and picked him up from the top corrals away from Mama. And we'll get to see him real soon. Hey there. Are you ready to get weaned from Mama? Yeah. You'll be okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotta stay out of the way. Come on. Get in there. I want y'all to get in there. He doesn't know what a goat is yet. And if the donkeys bray, look out. There's a nibble for you. Here. There you go. There you go. You're a handsome fella. Yeah, you are. You're a handsome fella. Do you hear something scary? I think it's just a grain bag. That cowboy is moving around, but it's a sound you've never heard, right? There's going to be lots of new sounds down here. You've been up the coulee, up the mountain, where it's just been horses and a few cows. But down here it's going to be noisier. You don't know what goats are. You don't know what, well, you would know the donkey sound because the jack is up where you're at. So I guess the donkeys won't be a problem. But those goats will be. Till you find out they're not scary, huh? But that sack that Cowboy's moving around in the grain shed is kind of spooky. Time to put a little mineral out again. This is the driest spot. I don't know what they did with their pan. This'll work. A mineral lick, huh? There you go. Get. I don't have no more. Come here, Pedro. Come here. Are you pests? Huh? Are you a pest? You're a good pest. Yeah, you're a good pest. Oh no, don't do that. That just makes a mess. That's not what it's for. We had a little snow last night, or this morning, I guess we should say. But right now we're like 53 degrees and it's not gonna last. It's gonna melt away fast and it's beautiful out here. We don't have the wind. I have somebody bugging me right here, don't you? You're just a pest. You like attention. Yes, Pedro, you like attention. Can't get a picture of you. You want to get too close. Guess we won't get Pedro in the movie. Huh. They're all enjoying the sunshine. He's right on my tail. You just want to soak in the attention while I'm out here, don't you? I don't know if our sky shows up as well as it does here for me. But there's such a blue sky up above these big clouds. Some of the clouds are dark. It's really pretty out. So this is my frozen cow milk from one of our jerseys that I've had in the freezer for a while. And I'm ready to start making soap. And I always put a little bit of ice between the bowls. And I slowly add in my measured out lye a little bit at a time. And you'll see that this starts to melt my milk. But it takes quite a process, quite a while. I don't get in a hurry when I'm doing this. This takes the longest, but you're just better off. Otherwise, you're going to burn your milk with this lye. And here I have my measured out oils. I've got olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, and castor oil in this. And it's all measured out in ounces in weight. And it'll be warming up. And I usually get it, I believe it's between 90 and 100 degrees temp. I don't want it too hot. I want the lye mixture and this to be about the same temp when I put them together. It's been a while since I've done soap, almost 2 years actually, with our move to the homestead and whatnot. I just have not got back into it. I always just lined my wooden soap box with some meat wrapping paper. Today I'm going to be making an herb scent soap and a little bit of a color on the top part. Here it probably looks more gray, but it's a green. It's called a bayberry eucalyptus liquid dye. And I'll probably make just part of the top of the soap a little bit green so it can match our herb scent. So here is a blender, a stick blender that I use, and I've got my thermometer here. I'll keep checking my oils to make sure they don't get too hot. And when I get ready to put the soaps together, I'll dip out a couple cups or a cup of my soap mixture and add the color to it and The scent will go in all of it, actually. The whole soap will have scent, but the bottom part will be a natural color, and I'll just put a little bit of color on the top of the bar of soap. Good morning, folks. Welcome to Prairie Girl and Cowboy Homestead. Today is a day of making some soup on the wood cook stove. I have kids and grandkids coming tomorrow, and if there's any snow left, there might be a little sledding. If not, it'll just be fun on the homestead and some hot soup and some bread. And I'm going to make a couple different kinds of soup. So far, I have potatoes and celery and carrots and a little bit of water. My stove's going pretty good. I'm going to have to add more wood real soon. But all I'm going to do now is add, I'd say I've got an onion in there from the garden. I'm going to add some beef broth. And fill that up. I've got a can of V8 juice. Just things from my pantry to make a hearty, warm soup tomorrow. I'll have it done, and that way I can just put it on the stove in the morning and it'll start warming up while they come. So I'll put a can of V8 juice, and this is just all stuff I've got in my pantry. The V8 juice just gives it a little flavor. I do have my homemade tomato stuff out in the root cellar, but I'm trying to use up what I've got in my pantry right now. And here's something else that's been in my pantry that I need to use up, and it's just crushed tomato. But I've got a couple cases of that I've been trying to use. And we'll be back. So here I have one kettle ready to start to boil, and it's just a vegetable soup. I may add a can of beans, I'm not sure. Just depends, or a little more broth. But after this sets and simmers a while, we'll have some good vegetable soup. Next is the cauliflower. It's a soup kind of day on the cook stove. I'm prepping up, making 3 different kinds of soup for tomorrow, and it'll be a soup bar. We'll have a vegetable soup back here. This one's almost good enough to eat. Carrots and potatoes and celery and onions. This one I had some leftover broccoli, cauliflower, some carrots, and then onion, and I stirred in a can of diced green chilies. I haven't seasoned any of these soups yet, just kind of getting the basics done. And this one will be a cheesy milk broth on it, a broccoli cauliflower cheese, I guess you should say. This one over here is just going to be a hamburger potato soup, milk soup. So after this gets boiling, I'll add milk. I have fried hamburger to add to that. And we'll have 3 kinds of soup going for tomorrow. That one smells really good. Yum. Headed back for another load of Costco order. This is our second load to go to the root cellar. So we had Costco come right to the door today. We got garbage bags, apple juice, V8 juice, more chocolate chips, some more nuts, salts up there, lots of seasoning up there, some laundry soap, dish soap, Clorox wipes, garbage bags. We ended up getting more Crisco, mayonnaise, not ketchup, but peanut butter, jam, coconut oil. We got cases of corn and beans. And we're working at it. Well, I've got 3 soups all made. Here is a potato cream soup. Here is a vegetable tomato soup. Here is a broccoli cauliflower carrot cream soup, cheese soup. And I'm going to have the meats on the side. I'll have some fried hamburger. I'll have leftover roast or some cooked chicken. And they can either add chicken, hamburger, or roast beef to their soup. So now I'm just going to try to get some, this is all cooling down before it all goes in the refrigerator for the night. But now I'll be making some bread to go with this. So here I've got part of my flour, I've got some little bit of sugar, a little bit of oil, my yeast, my salt, and I'll be adding more flour. I'm just going to make some loaf bread to go along with our soup for tomorrow. So here I have 3½ cups of flour, is what I started with, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, 1/4 of a cup of oil, 2½ teaspoons of your salt, 1½ tablespoons, almost 2, of yeast, and 2 3/4 cup of very warm water. And what I did was I took 1 cup of the warm water, activated the dry yeast in that cup, and then I added another 1 3/4 cups to that. And I'm going to let this set now for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and mix in another probably 3 to 4, probably closer to 4 cups of flour. This is going to make 2 loaves of bread to go with our soup tomorrow. So my first pan has raised really nice. So I'm going to split this in half. I'm going to shape it, put it in a couple of pans here, and let those raise. They'll be ready to go into the oven real soon at 350 until done. Well, the chickens did really good today. They got a lot of scraps, a lot of potato peelings, celery, carrot peel from all those soups that I made on the cook stove. So they're happy. Time to gather the eggs. That's not what the hay is for, you two. And you're the only 2 that are left. There was like, I don't know, 7 or 8 of you in here. It's your hay, right? Yeah, it's for you, not for the deer.